Hello, I'm Sarah Gillis, founder and chief dreamweaver here at Aspire Australia. Welcome to Aspire Australia's 6-part video series on how to nominate a worker for a 482 visa. In today's video number 3, we will be demystifying some of the acronyms used within the 482 program, the TSMIT and the AMSA, or what you need to pay your nominee. As with many other of the criteria within the 482 program, there are limitations placed on Australian businesses when they wish to sponsor workers from overseas. And one of those is the salary threshold. The Department of Home Affairs and the government wish to ensure that overseas workers are paid the minimum salary that will allow them to live comfortably in Australia and meet all their living expenses. That threshold is called the TSMIT, the Temporary Skilled Migration Income Threshold. It is currently set at $53,900 and does usually rise each year. If you wish to nominate a worker for a position and the salary were below the TSMIT, then the nomination could not be accepted. In addition to the TSMIT, there is another requirement called the annual market salary rate. As this flowchart indicates, it is quite complicated, so let's try and demystify this. The department wants to ensure that your nominee will be paid the equivalent to what an Australian would be paid in a similar role. So the first question to ask is whether there is an Australian filling a similar position in a similar location within your business. If so, and that Australian is paid under an award, then is that award above the TSMIT? If so, all's good. If not, are there any non-monetary benefits that are packaged up with that salary package that bring it up to at least the TSMIT? If so, then you can argue with the department that it is reasonable to disregard that the base salary is below the TSMIT. In the second scenario, you have an Aussie in a similar role, but there is no award. In this case, you would provide evidence of what the Australian's actual earnings are. If they are above the TSMIT, then all is good, and your nominee should be paid at least the rate that is being paid to the Australian. If the Australian's earnings are below the TSMIT, then are there any non-monetary benefits that are packaged together to bring the salary package up to the TSMIT? If so, then you can argue that it is reasonable to disregard that the base salary is below the TSMIT. The third option is where there is no Australian being employed in a similar role in a similar location. In that case, the question is there any award that would apply to an Australian being employed in that role? If so, is that award above the TSMIT? If so, all's good. If not, are there any non-monetary benefits that can be packaged together to bring up the salary package to the TSMIT? If that is the case, then you can raise an argument with the department that it's reasonable to disregard the base salary being below the TSMIT. The final option is where there is no equivalent Australian and no award applicable. In that case, market salary evidence by way of market surveys, job ads or industry information may be provided to show that the salary being offered is in line with market rates and is above the TSMIT. If market rates are not above the TSMIT, then if there is evidence to show that there are usually non-monetary benefits packaged together for that occupation that bring it up to at least the TSMIT, again, you can provide arguments to the department that it is reasonable to disregard that the base salary is below the TSMIT. There could be a number of reasons that you could put to the department. For example, industry norms in relation to the occupation and the salary packages, company-specific information, employment of staff at past salary levels, the location of the position, or many other reasons you could put towards the department. In summary, when nominating a worker for the 482 visa, the nominated salary must be above the TSMIT, currently set at $53,900. Further, the salary being offered must be equivalent to what is or would be offered to an Australian. And again, that must be at least above the TISMIT, whether just the base salary or when packaged with non-monetary benefits. And thirdly, evidence to support your claims must be provided. HR managers and business owners are very busy. You have your challenges, and finding out about the 482 program can be one more challenge for you. You don't know what you don't know, and you can't keep up to date with the changes. Don't worry, we've got you covered. As a bonus for joining us on this 6-part video series, we'd love to talk to you on a free 20-minute discovery call where you can ask the questions that have been niggling at you about salary rates, about labour market testing, about the English requirement for your nominee, any question you like that relates to a 482 nomination. The link to book your appointment is in the email that you received and also appears on the screen there. I invite you to make the appointment as soon as you can, and I look forward to talking to you then. I look forward to seeing you next time on video number 4. Thank you.